there. But John Bon Jovial, I know you're just jumping to get in. John's our technical guy. He likes to get into the the digitalized and the analog and all of that. What you got, John?
I love the technical aspect of things, and you're talking about putting this all together as a solo act, and the one that comes to mind is probably one of the finest bass players that's ever been in the history of rock and roll. Is Sir Paul McCartney, and he did an album. The first album and the name of the record escapes me, but it was the song that had "Maybe I'm Amazed." He plays every instrument on that record, and
wow!
And I cannot, for the life of me, I cannot remember the name of the album. But I just remember even back when that came out in 1970, just being so impressed with it, and really in listening to your stuff, now that I know, what it took to put this together from listening to you, I'm kind of impressed. You have a lot more talent than most people do out there, and I think that's pretty cool. Good on you.
Oh, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. It's just I've always grew up with music. I love it. I just do it. I kind of put this together. Really, it's like I'm just going to put it together because I want to put out a good album. And I'm just trying to put out 13 songs and try to make them real decent, something to listen to and have different flavors in each song, something, for everybody.
Good. That's,
gotcha.
As well it should be. You want to try to do something for everybody, but also, as a musician, you want to try to do it for yourself as well, so you can have a sense and a feeling of satisfaction from what you do. Yeah, it's nice to get the the psychic income from the audience saying, "Oh, you're great, you're wonderful," but you got to make yourself happy too.
Oh yeah, I enjoy just doing the music. It's been a lot of fun. I've gotten a lot of publicity. I have on Twitter, Facebook, all Instagram, all the social media stuff. And it's been a lot of fun, a lot of popularity grown in 1 year. Just seeing how much people like the music. So I haven't really had hardly any bad feedback. I've had a couple dislikes. I was like, wow, that's pretty good.
That's going to happen. Yeah, that's going to happen. That's going to happen. No matter what you do, you're not going to please everybody. And the funny thing is, I think anybody who pays attention to the news is aware the complainers make the most noise. And I learned that a long time ago. And, the good stuff, hey, if you don't hear from people, they like what you're doing. That's about what it comes down to, because the ones who have complaints, they're going to let you know what their complaints are. Now, what are you doing to reach out? Now, you say you're playing around your area there in Maryland. Are you reaching out for more gigs outside of the area, or are you promoting your music mostly online? What are you doing to spread your wings there?
Well, mainly because I'm just because I'm an acoustic act mainly by myself, so it's kind of a little hard, So and to get a sound, because I have a sound. So I have a lot of friends and musicians. If I decide to put a band together, if I'm popular enough and things go well, and I start getting I can get a little tour going, as long as things are going good and the guys are getting paid. That's mainly what the guys say around here. As long as I'm getting paid, I'm in.
I heard that, definitely. But of course, the other side of the coin is, as a solo artist, as a solo act, it's a lot easier to get your entire crew on stage the same night. You don't have one guy getting sick, another guy taking off with some young lady, and all those little inner battles that go on with the group. You are the group, so
yeah,
it can be an advantage.
It's kind of an advantage too, because it's like, if I'm getting paid, let's say we are making some money at it, if we are touring or whatever the case may be, got a gig here and there. If the guys, they're getting paid, they're going to show up, and they're professional musicians too. They're out there playing professionally. Actually, I know that most of the guys I know, that's what they do for a living. There's a drummer around town, Jason Kaiser. He's worked with a lot of bands. He's like a perfect timing drummer. There's a lot. John Grant, who works with me, on this stuff, with the guitars and things and sounds and stuff with the engineer. and doing all the work that we do on these songs together. You know, he's a fantastic musician himself. I mean, he's so good. I mean, he actually plays bass better than I do, so I let him play bass sometimes. You know, I mean, we kind of switch back. I mean, I can hum a lead that I want, and the guy can play it. That's how good he is. So it's
and
like
that frees you up to do some singing.
Yeah, you know, he's one of those guys that can't write a song, but he can create. You know, I mean,
gotcha.
everybody has their talents and stuff. You know.
Well, before we let you go, tell the people how they can find you online.
Okay. Well, I'm on Twitter, Codie Westwood. I'm on Twitter there. I'm also on Creatures of Clay. I'm all over on Facebook. I'm on the Instagram, and I'm also on creaturesofclaytheband.com if you want to check out all those different things that I'm doing.
All right, and I should mention the fact that if you're looking for him personally online, it's Codie, I-E, C-O-D-I-E, not the other spelling. So.
Thank you.
No, that's all right. I just want to make sure listeners are aware of it. Now, in the time we have left, the moments we have left, tell us about this next track we're going to play, Let's Ride.
Let's Ride. I watched a series called Sons of Anarchy. I'm sure people are familiar with it because it was a pretty
absolutely.
And I really enjoyed watching it, and so that's where this song comes from. I ended up, you know, I was like, man, I wish I could be on the soundtrack.
There you go.
You know, so, but that's where Let's Ride comes in. I've always had a fascination with bikes and bikers. I've always, you know, had, I know a bunch of them and hung out with them. I saved a guy's butt one night because he couldn't sing, so I had to go up there.
There you go. Well, you definitely, there was a lot of good music came out of that series, and you listen to this, you can definitely feel the feeling. Codie Westwood, thank you so much for coming on the show, talking about Creatures of Clay and yourself, your career and your music. Thanks for sharing your moments and your music with us. We look forward to talking to you again. Thanks again. Ladies and gentlemen, Codie Westwood, here is Let's Ride.
We're gonna take a ride to the river. This ain't no
I guess you got that. Let's ride. They call themselves Creatures of Clay. Mr. Codie Westwood. I want to thank both of our guests for today. Codie Westwood from Creatures of Clay, and of course Cindy from LadyLake Music for a very informative Rockstar101. And we look forward to seeing you all back here again. We look forward to seeing you, our listeners, back here again next week. John Bon Jovial, take us home.
Okay, sir. We are on our way. Folks, you did it again. You spent another perfectly good hour with the David Bowers Awards, and we are quite grateful that you did that. The David Bowers Awards, well, we are broadcast around the world from the studios of Computer Help USA in Naples, Florida, and also from the Valley of the Sun in Tempe, Arizona. And we're available for free on Blog Talk Radio and the Anchor FM app for the iOS and Android platforms, as well as Apple Podcasts, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, Amazon Alexa devices, as well as SoundCloud, Mixcloud, and now you can also find us on the TuneIn Radio app and the Cuyahoga Valley Radio Network with Live 365. Be sure to click the follow link on our Blog Talk Radio page and like the David Bowers on Facebook and Twitter. Join us next week at noon Eastern on WRFZ FM. That is Radio Free Rochester, or is it Rochester Free Radio? I always get the two confused. At 106.3 on your FM radio dial. They're good folks to listen to. And join us also for the David Bowers Awards on Blog Talk Radio Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern. That is 11 a.m. Pacific time, and of course 6 UTC for the David Bowers Awards, and talk with the folks that make this kind of thing happen. So join us. We'll look forward to it. I'm John Bon Jovial, thanking you very much for coming along with us, and we will see you all next week right here on the David Bowers Awards.